So much pain, I'm like, when's it gonna stop? So much pain, cause my life's been a lot. So much pain, I'm getting tired of these blocks. I'm in last place right now, but I soon reach the top. So much pain, I'm like, when's it gonna stop?
Welcome back, everybody. Last Place Podcast, episode 41. We're back. I feel like I do that every single time. I go, oh, yeah. But yeah, episode 41, we're back. We're better. This is literally probably going to be the quickest episode in Last Place Podcast history. I say this now, but then we might rant for an hour. But yeah, we are planning sort of like a Christmas special. We was thinking whether to record this episode or not, but we're just trying to obviously stay consistent and just do it just to say we've done it and just give some content out. This episode might be full of gems, but I think, like I said, it's going to be a quick one. We just kind of want to talk about sort of what we're going to be doing moving forward. We don't want to give away not too much, but this isn't going to be like I said, the Christmas special episode where we talk about like New Year's stuff, what we did this year, what we're going to be doing next year kind of thing. So that would be more for, not everything we're going to be doing next year anyway, but this is more for sort of in terms of podcast itself, just the changes we're going to be making. We're going to be doing like a little open call as well, just to ask people sort of what they want, who they want to see, etc. But we'll get that going. But yeah, episode 41, man, back and we're better. I'm your host, Young Double, Sexy Smile, Life, Sexy Trans, Sexy Belly, Sexton, all of the above. To my right,
it's your boy Big Tycoon, Mr. Chestnut Checkers, Mr. We're Not Going Anywhere.
Damn hands, boy. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the grain sound. But yeah, episode 41. How's your week been, bro? Whoa. Before we get onto that, I don't see my boy anymore. That's all I'm gonna say. Usually it's like, how's your week been? And it's like, I know little bits and bobs, bro, but it's been a while. Yeah. So whoever's been up, if you're watching this now and you're getting updated, I'm also being updated too. So yeah, fire away, bro.
Yeah, man's beat's been good still. Like man mentioned in the last episode, shout out Raf.
Shout out brother Raf.
That was a good episode, amazing episode. Yeah, man was just at that time there, man was just having a little break, holiday from everything. So man just started man's new chapter and that. And
alright then.
Yeah, but obviously man's in a different space, different city, which is obviously why Shaq said what he said. But obviously right now, man's just adjusting to this whole, in my life, man's just adjusting to this whole new environment, adjusting to like a whole new chapter. So man's just trying to get, I don't know how to explain it, but like man had a routine when man was here, but now man's just trying to have a routine in a new environment and trying to get everything back up to speed, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
So yeah, blood, man's just, this week was just, one of just bare learning. Learning, reflection, just gratefulness of like how far man's come and that. And yeah, but it's just, just figuring it out.
What's it like being in a different city? Especially knowing where we've grown up from and where we've come from. What's that like?
Perfect, blood. Perfect. I even seen one TikTok yesterday still. It's just good, isn't it? Like man don't.
What happened to this TikTok, bro? Not to shy away from the TikTok.
Obviously, to summarize it, obviously check out, I can't remember what episode it was, but I think we was talking about growing up in ends and that.
Yeah, I don't know the number, but it was the Diamonds in the Rough one.
Yeah, check out the episode.
I'll probably put
check out the episode.
Something somewhere, yeah.
Good episode. But yeah, it was basically a kind of like a summary of that, about like things that man spoke about in that episode, of just like how when man's in a certain environment, moving to a different environment, it's like you realize that you don't have to think a certain way no more, you don't have to move a certain way no more, and how that kind of helps man level up or progress in it. Because you're not really thinking, you don't have to be like that no more. And it's kind of like, sometimes it's kind of weird because it's like, yo.
All you've ever known is like guard up. Basically.
Yeah, or move at this or thing like this. But obviously when my man's from a certain environment, going to a new place, and like you're away from everything, like you don't know nothing, no one knows you. You can kind of recreate yourself in it.
So fresh start.
Yeah, fresh start. But like, obviously, like when you're in Brum, and like you meet new people, you tell them where you're from, they automatically presume you're a certain way in it. Like they automatically presume like you're a certain way, and it's like whatever in it. But like when you're somewhere far now, they don't know nothing about you. Like you can tell them where you're from, but it's just like, where's that? You know what I mean? And people just take you for who you are. Yeah, they don't care, and just take you for who you are, blood. Like they're not really thinking, oh, X, Y, Z, blah blah blah, and then just thinking you're this type of way. But being in a new place now, people don't know you, but you can just be whoever you want to be. You get me? And recreate yourself, blood. So that's another thing as well about being in that new environment. Like, yeah, blood, man, just feel free in it. Obviously, there's badness everywhere, but
yeah.
It's like
it's a different level in it.
Yeah, and to be in a place where you're not, like I said, linked to a certain place and
certain people.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, man. Yeah, obviously, man still love where man's from, love how man's raised.
Always. Don't
regret anything. You get me? Because that's who man is, and that's what made man who man are. You get me? But yeah, but just. I just think it's about growing up, innit? Yeah, it's growing up, becoming a man in that aspect. And yeah, blood, like that's it still. That's it, blood.
Clap for the boy Big Type over there. That was beautiful, bro. I could shed a stuck tear right now, blood.
That's it, blood.
That was real, bro.
But yeah, Killy, how about you?
This week for me, it's been alright. It's a bit of a slow one. To be fair, I've just been enjoying myself, like just not letting anything get to me. I've been playing League of Legends a lot more. Like, I finally made it to bronze. Thank you. That's terrible, by the way. Well, you know, we got it in the end. That's like the lowest of the low. Nah. I keep it. I need it. Help me get to silver. But just like little challenges and stuff coming my way. But I think the new me. Obviously, I've always been like this, but obviously there's levels of how I'm progressing in terms of like my mental space and my the way I see life and people and the universe and stuff. I'm just not letting it get to me, and I'm just stepping through it, man. Just quick walking through the pressure, basically. But yeah, that's about it, really. But everything's all good and dandy, man. I'm grateful. Things are getting better. Yeah,
crypto's booming.
He said crypto's booming. Crypto, for sure, is booming. Yeah, anybody that was in any sort of crypto, that's any sort of mainstream crypto, and all of the real cryptoers are doing like the smaller coins that are running off of like the Bitcoin and stuff like that. I know they've been up. But like some of the main coins, the BTCs, etc. Obviously, once BTC goes up, the rest of the coins go up. But the fact that BTCs hit like, I think it's almost hit like 80 grand UK money.
Yeah.
Whilst it's like at like 90 or 100 in US or something like that, is ridiculous. So if you bought in, anybody bought in even earlier this year, a couple months ago, like you would have been super duper up right now. So yeah, I bought some crypto not too long ago, but I've been in certain coins for years now, and yeah, it's just, yeah, man, just
paid off.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, just anybody that's not into crypto, just learn some stuff about crypto. It could really, but even now, if you buy some stuff now, it might not be. To be fair, it's never a wrong time to buy crypto.
No.
Because even like I'm looking at certain coins at like 80 pence, I'm thinking, nah, but I'm just used to buying everything at like 10p. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, you're 80 pence per coin, but that if you buy 5 coins at 80 pence, each coin could go to $1,000 one day, and that's 5 grand that you spent a fiver on, for example. But just little things like that. Just keep your money in different things. I'm learning that as I go. Like, even that's another thing as well. Like, even crypto booming has made me think like, yo, I'm glad I kept my money in this when certain people told me it was stupid, or I thought, oh, I don't believe in that particular coin or whatever. I'm a bit sad though, because, you know, Stellar Lumens, the coin that a bit
XLM
broski. Remember, I've been ranting about that coin for years. Obviously, I took it out to invest it in like Doge. Doge is doing real good at the moment, or like Pepe, for example. Bro, Stella has like tripled. So Stella was at like 20 pence, bro. It went up to like almost. It was like I got it at like 10 pence or whatever. It's like 50. No, like yeah, it's like 50p at the moment. So it went up by 70%, bro. So if I had like I don't know £500 in there, Mazza. Absolutely, it would have tripled essentially, but yeah, little things like that. But yeah, I'm just grateful, man. Just learning as I go, just learning more about myself as the days go on, as the weeks go on, and yeah, man. New Year's coming, gonna set myself some New Year's resolutions. To be fair, every resolution I set for myself last year, I did this year. And I blew it out the water. So now I'm thinking like, yo, what's a brother to do next year? What's a brother do? So I'll just try to think and figure out how to make myself better, etc. But yeah, man, everything's been all good. Anything else you want to say?
I feel like, to touch on what you said about New Year's resolutions, I feel like I've accomplished every single thing, but I would say I'm 70% there. But I feel like there's been things that I've accomplished that
weren't a part of the list.
It's not that we're part of this. There's been things I've accomplished that will assist me to accomplish the other 30% next year.
I hear that.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I hear that.
So yeah, bloody yeah. From this year, it's been a good year, bro. But obviously, man was talking about our plans for the podcast, what we want to do. Yeah,
basically. Sorry, so we're not going to touch too much on year's resolutions and blah blah blah. That was just a quick scrape at a something, but yeah, we just want to talk about a podcast and what we want to do, because obviously, we're not going anywhere. We're not planning on going anywhere. We're just planning on making obviously this a lot better, doing more things, making it a bit more interactive, etc. So one of the things that I was speaking about would be.
You reckon that can be heard?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I see why you left the city now. Me next. But a couple of people have mentioned, obviously, the one angle, especially when it's just me and Hunter. Obviously, we're on the settee. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with the one angle. Some people I wouldn't say they love the one angle, but it's just what they know. But a few people have said, essentially, it gets boring visually. The fact that it's not, things ain't being cut towards, it's just staring at different people. Obviously, there's certain things you might miss looking at Hunter, or there's certain things you might miss looking at me. Then Hunter might do something. So now, what we're planning on doing, when we have guests, we usually go over to the other settee with the extra camera. So we're going to start doing that permanently now as a permanent fixture. So I'm banishing Hunter to the settee over there. So it's going to be a dual camera setup every single time now. So hopefully that will be easier for the clips as well. It will be a lot better visually for the viewer, and basically. So that's one of the things we're planning on doing. Another thing is as well, obviously we've got like our set guests, the people that we want to see, the people that you guys want to see as well. We've got like a list of those, but we're kind of just opening it up a bit as well. So if there's anybody, even if it's yourself, if you want to come onto this podcast, or anybody that would be perfect for the podcast, if you've got a story, if you don't have a story, if you just want to come and have a chat with us, you feel like there's some topics that need to be touched on, man, woman, dog, doesn't matter, drop us a DM. We're open, we'll get something arranged and we'll try and fit you in, and we can go from there, and hopefully bring yourself here or some people that you'd want to see, and have a conversation that can be exciting or thrilling or something, a big debate. But just let us know.
I just want to add to that as well. Like,
add on.
Obviously, with suggestions and obviously wanted to come on. Obviously, mine's not a major platform yet, but just take into consideration that there might be other people as well in it. Like,
for
there
sure.
might be a list, so it's not like, yo, get me on the podcast next week.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, take that into consideration as well. And plus, we record every single month, so that's 12 episodes in a year. So we have to consider that as well.
So like I said, we've already got a list, but we're just trying to be flexible a little bit. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
mix it up and balance it.
And if there's time for us to get another episode in the month, not to actually like get it out, but then we might actually record it. But then you never know, things might change. So let's say I do all the editing and stuff right now. Let's say a because obviously me and Hunter's circumstances are a lot different now, so we can probably get somebody to do the editing. If we can get something like that, we could probably go back to doing 2 episodes a month, for example. But we'll just have to see how that goes. So they're things that we can talk about or think about a lot more, because we are so super self-sufficient. We are self-sufficient, literally editing, the distribution, clips, social media, we all do it ourselves. So once we start getting maybe a team or a few people involved, then we could probably start banging out the content. Obviously as well, we want to do more social media stuff as well. So any tips or hints or ideas for anything, drop us a DM or leave a comment below on the actual YouTube video, TikTok video, whatever it is, and then we'll get it cracking, man, because there's a lot more I feel like we have to offer rather than one episode of the Last Place podcast a month. So we're gonna get it cracking, man, in the best way possible. And 100%. You know, our thing is we could do 1,000,001 things, bro, but the only thing that stops us is time.
100%.
So once we work on time management and probably getting other people involved and blah blah blah, then we'll be high enough flying.
I think ideally, if it was just as simple as us showing up and recording, it would be, like, obviously that's the stage you want to get to. If you can get to that next year, then yeah. But if we got to that point where we can show up, record, don't have to think about anything else, we're Gucci, you get me? So this is what we're trying to figure out, you get me? This is what, obviously with AI and that, maybe we just have to probably do some research into that. But yeah, this is ideally where we want to be, to where we can just be 100% creative and plan episodes and focus on guests and etc. But yeah, we're gonna get there. You get me? I think right now we've already proved to ourselves that we can do it, that we can be consistent, that we can have a good conversation. So it's just building upon that to the next level, innit? And which we will do. Yes, sir. And hopefully you guys have seen an improvement from this beginning of the journey all the way through, innit? So yeah, just let us know.
Basically, drop a comment, Insta, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, if you feel like. And obviously it has within reason as well. Like let's say, for example, you can't be a complete stranger. I have to know you to some certain degree, you know what I mean? Like, or somebody close to me has to vouch for you, for example. Like, I'm not just letting random people, like totally random people in. We can have different segments for that. You know, like, let's say, for example, we hit the streets with mics or whatever, for example, if we was to ever do that. But yeah, take that into consideration as well, please. Thank you. Anything else?
No. Where you want to go from here? Go any direction, to be honest.
That was mainly it, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was just kind of what I just wanted to get off, just so we didn't sort of ruin or take anything away for the next episode, because we do want to kind of make the next episode a really good one, innit?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Obviously, I'm just trying to think, okay, let's start going to too much, because obviously, you got other things man's got to do after. So I'm just thinking, okay, cool. How do I just control myself?
Because it's like, I do love to talk.
Dragging out the episode too long today. But yeah, bro, I think in terms of like our progression, what we want to do with the podcast, I think because like a man has always said, it's a passion project. It's just like now, because we've been doing it for so long, it's just like, okay, cool. How do we now take it to the next level, innit?
How do we up it?
Yeah, because when it's like a passion project, you don't really set no specific goals for it, because you don't really feel like
it needs to be upped.
Yeah, like if you go into play, if your hobby is playing the game, like you don't really have to set yourself an objective for that game. You just play the game, you know, because you enjoy it. Like, yo, I'm just gonna go play the game, whether it's an hour on the weekends or whatever. Yo, I'm just gonna go play. So I feel like, because now this is that for man, you get me. So it's like, okay, cool. How do we now see this and put some targets or put some things around this, you know what I'm trying to say, without it feeling too forced. Like, I don't want to show up and make it feel like a job, innit? I just want to keep it feeling like, yeah, but at the same time, saying that, we know, okay, there's what we can do to improve it. What we can do to improve it, you get me? So it's that as well, innit? It's just having that balance and figuring it out.
Because as we grow, we want this to kind of grow with us as well, innit?
Yeah.
Rather than this be us grow, this be stagnant. Yeah. I get what you're saying. 100%.
Because and it is obviously, man didn't start this to make money, but we do spend a lot of money on it. But it's not like, where's the return?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because we spend money on it, it's like, okay, cool, let's make it the best that we can make it in that aspect. Let's make it the best. And that's what we're working towards, and that's what we're trying to do. Maybe we just have to brainstorm, you get me, and sit down. 'Cause I don't think we've sat down since when we first started and thought, okay, cool.
So what then?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've just freestyled this. It's just been a freestyle. It's just been a fire in the booth. Yeah, I don't fire.
A daily duppy.
Yeah, it's just been a daily duppy. It's just been a daily duppy. It ain't been an album yet, blood. It's just been a daily duppy, blood.
Facts. We've gone far.
Nah, 100%.
Just doing P110s.
Nah, 100%.
Daily duppies. All of we've gone really fast though.
100%.
So you're saying it's time to start the written stuff.
Yeah.
Album mode.
Yeah. And obviously we can easily do that, because if this has just been man just freestyling, like, imagine when we actually like, okay, cool, like, yo,
3 verses, 2 choruses.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we could take it wherever we want to go with it, blood.
Yeah, facts.
Cause remember, when we first started, man was just saying, yeah, we're just focusing on Birmingham people only. We ain't even thought about, yo,
global.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Let's
go to other cities now, or blah blah.
We went to another city once, and that was lectures episode.
Yeah.
And that's where it was in, like, what was it, Manny?
Yeah.
And we ain't done the distance since.
No, facts.
So, like I said, we'll get it cracking. Obviously, as time goes on, obviously we're not saying we just want to do big people or whatever. No. Like, people will eventually reach out to us as well and say, yo, can you whatever.
You know, this is what I feel like we found our identity as well, because when we didn't do the sit downs and we just done the normal ones, it was obviously, we were still, and you know, like when we had people on, it was still like, okay, obviously we're still freestyling, but I feel like now I know what our identity is, so we can just have anyone on now in terms of those segments. You know what I'm trying to say? We can have anyone on in terms of those, because we were still trying to think, like, we wasn't thinking, we can just bring anyone on when it's just us two, because we don't know, because we're just used to talking to each other about the man so we don't know what other energy other people are going to bring to the conversation. You know what episode made me realize this, that we've got like a really like an almost perfect balance. It was Sabrina's episode, you know, the SK one. Yeah. When her husband said, like, yo, you touched on this, it was funny. He was like, you touched on business, it was funny, it was real, blah blah blah. And I thought, no one's really doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can have a chat, we can talk about people and their business. They can give us inspiration, we can give them inspiration. You know, we're not to probably where these people are in levels, but because of how our brains were, we're giving ideas and stuff, and they're probably like, yeah, you know what, that's a good, because that's what happens most of the time as well. Which doesn't happen. Obviously, not to toot my own horn, I can be funny sometimes, you know what I'm saying? as can you know what I mean? So there's the laughing element as well. There's a serious element where we touch on certain things that sometimes people have never touched on, or they have, but obviously we come from where we come from and how our minds work. That will always be different. But yeah, I think it's just such a well balanced thing, and we can just talk about anything, man, and it will come organically and naturally as it will, because it's us. Yeah. That's definitely one of our unique selling points, though. We don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's definitely we disagree as well on certain things as well. So I
think it's a very well balanced setup that we got here. It's just a matter of now upping it and just bringing it to the next steps. But yeah.
And you know what? What's kind of made me, obviously because we've had this conversation anyway, but what kind of made me realize that is, obviously man was talking before about Kai Snap stream and that, like how he's just taking streaming to like some next level, blood, like full production, blah blah blah. So it's like for us now, like how do we take in our own way to that next level? But man can easily get there. All man need to do is just sit down, plan. Whether it's taking notes, whatever, FaceTime call, whatever, man can get there. You get me? Man can get there.
This might be the thing that we had to do. So we might have to just basically go back to the drawing board. You know, before episode 1, we was calling, man. Remember, we was doing group calls and that, bro. With Jermaine, shout out Jermaine. Was doing calls with JSO, shout out JSO, Lextra. All these people and they're saying, yeah, this would be good. I like this. Oh, try this. When man's asking for advice about the cameras and equipment and venues or spaces and whatever. And
you sure that's so long ago?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's long ago. Man, really
like
think about it.
3 years ago, bro.
Blood, that's crazy, blood.
We was not in these positions that man are in right now.
Nah, facts.
And still doing what we're doing, bro.
Facts.
So consistently. Trust me, bro.
Facts.
Trust me, bro. Man, they're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to go back to the essence, bro. And
Facts.
Like I said, we could do this for the rest of our lives. Do what we're doing here now, but
100.
But we want to up it for ourselves,
100% still.
but for you guys as well. You get me?
100%.
So that's what we're gonna have to do, bro. Just go back to the drawing board. Obviously, I don't see you as much now, so we're just gonna have to dedicate that time to like, yo, have you got 15 minutes, 30 minutes? Quick chat, write some stuff down. Oh, I had this idea. Are you free for a chat? Kind of thing, whatever. But yeah, man, let's just take some inspiration from the world and get this thing more off the ground
100%
than it already is.
100%. Like 100%. Next year, like hold. What's the word?
Accountable.
Hold us accountable, but hold us to it.
That's accountable.
Yeah, hold us to it. That's the word. That was the specific words I was looking for. But hold us to it that we're gonna up the levels. Like if you don't up the levels, you can unsubscribe. How about that?
Whoa! Those words did not come out of my mouth. I don't know about that. Just let us know. Just let us know, please. Just let us know. Don't unsubscribe.
Nah, but you know what is like, yeah, we can up the levels. We can up the levels though. In whatever way, you're gonna see a difference from this year to next year. 100 million %.
The channel, the social media,
yeah,
everything. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
It's the year of growth, 2025. I said that probably last year for this year, and your boy done grew. Both of us done did grew. You know what I'm saying? We grown. Yeah. When I think back to little old me from back in 2023, bars, 2022, I'm like, yo, I've come so far as a person.
Facts, bro. Facts.
And I never thought I was perfect back then, but I loved me then. But this new me, woo! You know what I'm saying? I'm only finna get better.
Nah, 100.
I'm only gonna get better as well.
What else?
But I'm only gonna get better as well, and that's not just a thing where I'm just saying it. Like it's a fact because I strive off getting better now. That's one of the things, and it's not better as in whatever. Like me as a person, like I'm just taking more time for myself. I'm breathing more. I'm just trying to figure things out a lot more. I'm actioning things way more. You know me. If I say I'm gonna do something, I action it. But I'm on go now, even more so than before. And I'm just gonna continue to do that.
I can feel like I'm becoming an adult, blood.
Truly.
I've never felt like that before.
Truly.
I feel like I'm becoming an adult, blood.
Truly.
So crazy, blood.
Truly.
I feel like I'm rather becoming an adult, blood. It's mad. Sometimes man just have to remember, like, yo, yeah, man's 27.
Broski, I was gonna say this, yeah. Man is an adult, bro.
Nah,
but you know what it is? It's just man feels it now. But I was saying this, I don't know if I said it on stream. But you see, like living in ends or living in a hood, it de-ages, man.
Yeah.
So an 18-year-old man from ends, or an 18-year-old young man from ends versus an 18-year-old man from a nice area, that man from the nice area, the 18-year-old, will be most likely more mature in terms of like life. So you know what I'm saying? We are probably
you talk about life, like probably like work life, career focus, or whatever they're doing.
Because let's say they got a 2-parent home, the parents are pushing them to do certain things. Obviously, they might end up being rebellious or whatever. Obviously, you know, something that might not be the case, but it can happen. But for example, over here, like I was saying to my sister, like you have this big 40-year-old Donnies in ends. Not even, I'm just saying in ends as a whole. That are still like running from feds and that.
You know
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Like still doing shit that they was doing when they was like 13, 14.
But man can't help that because that's just how we grow. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we grew up. When cars with tints drive past, bro, we're still, you know what I'm saying? But a man in a different area would probably be peering into the car. Oh, what's that? It's car with tints are real dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
It's like it de-ages, man. Like them, like people from that way don't care. They're not fussed or whatever. Whereas we're just always got our guards up and whatever. So this is why a man needs that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100% what you're saying is facts. Because, and I feel like the main thing about that is because the ends rarely change. It's always the same shit. It's always the same people because that's just what it is.
That's
like,
just what it is.
You end up feeling like you're doing the same thing every single year.
This is what I'm saying.
But it's not like you might be progressing within yourself and what you've got going on outside of the ends, you know. But because the ends is still the same, it's still the same. Like the shops still look the same. Yeah, you might be seeing a new shop or blah blah blah, but everything just looks the same.
The people's the same. The wanted levels still the same.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? GTA-ish. Like it don't matter, bro. Like you can change as a person, but as long as you're staying in a certain place, you will always think a certain way.
Facts.
Like facts. I can think spiritually and whatever, but at the end of the day, I still gotta have my guard up, bro. To a certain degree, a certain level. It's not as high as it used to be or whatever, but
100%.
like because people are so more like people like us are so much more at peace with themselves, but it's just still that whole.
You can't.
I'm living where I'm living. I am from. Yeah. I'm from where I'm from.
You can't be too naive.
Basically,
the moment
you put your guard down.
Yeah, that's
the one time will be the one time.
It's peaks though. Like things always like blood. You have to always make sure. Cause things always happen, bro.
Always happen, bro. People are still telling me things that are happening, and I'm like. That still happens.
Things always happen, bro.
But man, it never stopped.
But things always happen. That's a fact, come on, things like, and the moment, if like, bro, it's real blood because like the moment that you stop doing what you used to doing, the moment you can just step out a car and like not even check in, and then you didn't realize there was a car following you behind, and like things can happen, but things can always happen. You have to always be on point, blood. But yeah, blood. That's the thing that it makes you. Because even if like man's in another place, even when man come back, I can't come back moving like how I'm moving in the other place.
Facts.
I can't. Facts. I have to come back.
I readjust again.
I put my switches on. I turn on my switches and I leave. But when I come back, I put my switches back on. You get me? Yeah, I'm aware. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And it's just like he's saying, but it's like because man's been doing that for so long, it does feel like man's not aging. Man,
and that's why, like you're saying, you leaving and you doing wherever you're at now, you doing whatever you're doing now. You feel like an adult, bro. Because now it's just you've just locked in. You focus on what you're focusing on, your goals, moving up, leveling up, whatever. Like there's nothing else in between it.
No, facts, bro. And you know what it is? That don't. And sometimes, that don't necessarily have to come from you all alone moving to a completely different city. That's like the extreme. Moving to a completely different city, moving to a completely different country. That's like extremes.
Yeah.
But you could just move out of your radius, the 8-mile radius,
comfort zone, anything.
And move like 30 miles away. Move however far away, bro, and you'll get that same sort of, like this is different. You don't have to be going trying to Quay. It's just different, blood. It's different.
A few, it could be a few streets down, bro.
Nah, facts. Facts. Not facts. Facts.
That's why, and that's another thing. Not even to get in too deep with all of that stuff. I still find it crazy how you can have like a hood, a ghetto, whatever you want to call it, and then a couple doors down, luxury, and all it takes is for you to progress and get to over here, and you will never see the badness ever again.
No, 100,000,000%.
You maybe never even hear of it again, but you're literally a door, like a 5-minute walk away from. Like, I just find that sort of aspect of life crazy. Governments, I know people are gonna be like, yeah, it's what they want or whatever, without getting too deep with it. But I'm just saying, I just find that stuff crazy. How you can have a ghetto and a rich part literally within 5 minutes of each other, and then if you get to the rich part, you won't even know what's going on here, and vice versa. I just find that whole thing crazy.
But you know what it is? The realest thing though, if you're not willing to change yourself, it don't matter where you go. You're like, if you're not willing to elevate and level up, it don't matter where you go.
100%.
You go always find trouble. You get me?
It's a mindset thing.
It's 100%. Like 100%. The environment, like the environment plays a factor and the mindset plays a factor. But at the same time, if your mindset not right, it don't matter what environment you go to, you're still gonna find trouble. You get me? So you have to elevate your mind and then change the environment. And then that's when you're going to see the changes. But if you're still thinking how you're thinking and then you move to a different environment, it's only going to be the same shit, bro.
Like J. Cole said, free your mind and everything else will follow.
Nah, facts.
Word to Jermaine.
Because like man said, there's bad places everywhere. There's crime everywhere. Yeah, there's maybe lesser crime, but there's crime. You could do crime anywhere you go. But if you're not trying to elevate and trying to change your mind and that, it don't matter what environment you go into, you're going to just attract that same shit, bro. It's gonna attract that. So you just have to be willing. Okay, cool. Man's trying to level up. Man's trying to do things different. Yeah, I thought, yeah, you know what? Let me just take myself out of this so it can help me. But if you're just thinking, you know what? Man's gonna take myself out of this, and you're still thinking how you thinking, you're gonna end up back in.
It could be the people as well. It could be like, oh, I love that person, but let me just spend less time with that person because they're either a threat or me spending too much time with them might cause certain things to rub off on me and blah blah blah. But 100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah, it's the mind, but you have to change your mind before you change your environment. And then once you leave the environment, then everything will just link in together and then you'll just elevate in it.
Free your mind and everything else will follow. Word to Jermaine. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding.
Facts.
But yeah, that was a quick one, guys.
Are you ready to end it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, that was like, I was just getting started.
Yeah, but...
Man went over the initial 30-minute barrier by like 7 minutes, bro. So and even then, I wasn't expecting that one to be so long. Pause. And but yeah, episode 41. Like
I'm so itching, but yeah, wrap it up. Yeah.
So let me do fast as well. Episode 41 episode 41 of the Last Place podcast. Hope you guys appreciate this one. Like I said, it's a quick one. We just wanted to try and get something out just to update you as well. Doing the Christmas special, that will be a bit more in depth with when it comes to like this year, next year. We'll see what we'll do about that. We'll try to make it a good one, fun one. See what we can bring, who we can bring maybe. And yeah, we'll just see, man. But yeah, hopefully see you then, guys. Hopefully you appreciated this one.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, I'm hoping you appreciate the next. I'm Young Double, the host, sexiest man alive, Sextron, Sexavelli, Sexton, Sexosaurus Rex.
See what big Tycoon, Mr. Chestnut Checkers, Mr. We're not going anywhere. Why do I keep on doing that?
I don't know, bro, but the noise is crazy.
Like Birdman, bro.
In these headphones, I'm saying
calluses running together, you know.
The calluses. Yeah, episode 41, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe as well. I sound like a YouTuber. But yeah, thank you. Peace.